Hello, you are welcome to this class. There is this burning topic that is going on in Nigeria now called GMO, genetically modified organisms. Wetin be that? Genetically, meaning your gene, it could be animal or plant. The gene is modified. They modify your gene. Wetin make you resemble your papa or your mama? They come modify am, cause that produce another person or another plant, another animal. They go modify am in the lab. Na lab they modify am, scientists. Okay? All those animals or plants that were produced through this process of modification, they are called what? Genetically modified organisms. Anything now, both animal and plants, can be modified. You see me like this, so you like my eyes? Because I say, this your eyes, they too big. One carry your gene, go for another person, where it gets small eyes. They'll call for that gene, where it make their family, they produce small eyes people. They call carrier, put for my gene. Come on the one, where they make me get big eyes, or my family, they get big eyes, call put them. They come modify the gene. They do it to animal, also to plants. You go see say, sometimes now, you go market, you want buy banana. See banana big like a rubber. You open banana, you won't break out. Banana, no one break. It dey drop, it dey stretch like a rubber. What type of banana be this? Or you go see say tomatoes, come be all rubber. You taste them over sweet, or you know the sweet at all. They don't modify them. It could be onion, carrot, orange, anything. You go see say orange wey suppose spoil after 3 days. Orange go dey there for 1 month. You know what spoil? Because that thing wey dey make am spoil, they don comot am from his father. Use am produce another orange wey be say e no go fit spoil easily like that. Or you go see farmer wey be say e dey plant something before, maybe groundnut. If he plant that particular location, they get this particular pest wey dey destroy them. They'll come bring another one wey be say the pest no fit destroy, because that thing wey dey make the pest destroy them, they call comot am, put the thing where go get resistance to pest attacks. You get the point now? That is modification. You know, say anything where God create, there are reasons why God create those things. Human beings, because their knowledge, they change what they want. Because they modify the gene, genetically modified organisms, either plant or animal. Now, I want to see for this class. Hope you are ready. Okay? So, what is GMO? You can see in this place. GMO means genetically modified organism. This is when scientists change the natural makeup, genes of a plant or animal to give it special traits. Special trait to give it special nature when they want. Okay? For example, a plant might be made to grow better in poor soil or resist pests. Okay? We could continue. How is it done? To make a GMO, scientists take a good gene from one plant or animal and put it into another plant or animal to give it a new ability. They make it simple, a new ability, a new trait. Wetin they want for that particular plant, for that particular animal. Could be dog, for you know it, for the swear. You get the point now? For example, they might take a gene from a plant that resists insects and put it into maize, that is corn, to make it strong against pests. This thing where they carry, the ability where they carry from another plant, could be they carry it from mango, because they know say this mango no fit affect them. For instance, so go carry and put for maize, can't change am the ability. What you see for here for another plant, you carry am, put am for the gene of the other one, mix am, make them grow, called distribute am to people, make they use. So companies, they dey for this world, they get those products. Now only they fit produce them, they fit mass produce them. Some countries they will be say they buy this product, that is plants now. For instance, that is the seed, go use them for their country. It could be cassava, the stem, bottom. It means say you go dey buy from them. Becomes like a book where they produce, because now they modify them. You know if you do anything about them, you must get it from them. Let's give an example. A farmer wants high yield. Say, I want plenty food this year. This particular seed where they plant, they produce what I want. Instead of planting the yam where go buy one particular yam from the company. Okay, for instance, so imagine you are a farmer in Nigeria and you grow maize. Okay, every season pests eat your crops, and sometimes there is not enough rain. Your crops don't grow well, and you don't get enough harvest to sell or feed your family. Okay, now you hear about GMO, that is GMO maize. Say, they get GMO maize, you should plant am, your life does better. That has been modified to resist those pests where they destroy your former crops where you used before, and grow well even when there is little rain. Okay, say this particular GMO seed where they give you, so you should plant am. Even though rain fall maybe twice for that season, you don't get wahala. Okay, this type of maize has been changed by scientists to have special genes that makes it stronger. Okay, you decide to try planting GMO maize. After planting, you notice that the pests no longer eat the maize and the crops grows well even with the dry season. Okay, you get much better harvest than before, which means more food for your family and extra money to sell at the market. Okay, just to give you an instance. But some people don't like this idea. They get concerned. Many countries get concerned about this type of practice. We could see why. Health concerns. So what is that? Eating GMOs might cause diseases or allergies. Though no one has proven it yet. Okay? I know some people don't go agree with this statement. Say, what are you saying? Say they never prove. Some people thought say they don't prove am. But scientifically, there's no really concrete agreement. All these international organizations say GMO food no good for body. Wahala, we'll continue. Another concern, environment. People are afraid that GMOs might harm your land. The land where they use the plant and so one day, you no go fit use that do another thing or plant another seed unless you plant GMO seeds. Okay, might harm the land or other plants and animals. Okay, another thing, control. They believe say large companies, those corporations where they do this GMO might control most GMO seeds, and some company what they say this will give them much power over farmers, over food security of that country. As you say, America want make you do one particular thing for your country, one particular practice, and your country no like am. They fit tell their company say, we no go sell GMO seed again to Nigeria. They fit use that one control your country. And if you don't get the GMO, because you have been planting GMO for that particular land, if you can't go plant the one wey they plant before, you no go fit grow because the GMO seed don scatter the ground. Allegedly. Let's continue. Loss of local varieties. Some fear that GMO crops will replace traditional crops that have been grown for many years. Okay? Why the resistance? Why people they resist? Lack of trust. People worry that GMOs have not been tested enough to know they are completely safe. Say, this GMO seed where they talk about GMO food, they never test them enough. We no just go, they use what we don't know, where we go piles again. Lack of trust. Okay? Cultural beliefs. In some places, people want to keep farming the way their ancestors did. Okay? I don't want to use GMOs. Environmental concern. There is fear that GMOs could damage the soil, harm wildlife, or mix with local crops in bad way. As you say, GMO maize, local maize, crop planted together, they fit how they affect the local ones. At the end of the day, without GMO, your life no go move forward. Okay? We see some countries where don't resist GMOs. In Europe, for instance, France, Germany, Austria, Greece, Hungary, Italy, Poland, Netherlands, and other countries in Europe, they don't reject GMOs. Why the resistance? Worry about health risk, harm to local crops, and destroy winds. Okay? People want natural foods. Natural foods. For America, for instance, my friend there say, to get natural food, you go pay. You go pay. Natural food, say naturally grown. Say na artificial. GMO. Just with few dollars, you go buy plenty, you go plenty for ground. This no go spoil. You know, they mark up for body before you know, they fat for ground. Allegedly. People want natural food, and farmers want to keep organic markets. Algeria, for instance, they don't want that. Why? They are scared of health and environmental problems. Wants to protect local farming. Okay. Another one is Madagascar. Protect their special plants and animals. Worried about earth and crop missing. That is missing the local one that they used before and the GMOs. Another country now, Zambia. Don't want earth risk. They are not sure. Say this thing will cause problem. Or to lose non-GMO markets. Okay. Want to control their own food. Another one is Mozambique. Why? Protect local crops and avoid earth risk. Okay. Want to keep farming independent of international control. Turkey, health worries and preference for natural foods. Kazakhstan, protect soil and environment. Don't want foreign control. Bhutan, want to stay 100% organic and protect nature. Saudi Arabia, health and religious concerns about unnatural foods. They don't reject them. India, some crops like BT, Brija. Why? Health risk, environmental harm, and fear of big companies. Okay? Where they produce GMO, they don't use that control India in the nearest future. Mexico, GMO corn for food. Why? Protect local maize and culture. Say, we don't want GMO corn, we don't want them to protect their local maize and culture. Worried about earth and US control. Say, now US will control their maize market. The Victor say, Mexico, next year we don't go chop corn because we don't go give them seeds to plant. Another country is Peru. Protect special crops like potatoes and organic market. Which countries have been using GMOs? United States, a large producer of GMOs for crops like maize, soybeans, and cotton. Okay. Brazil, use GMOs for crops like soybeans and maize. Argentina, another country that grows a lot of GMO crops, especially soybeans. India, use GMOs like BT cotton. India, there are some where they accept. China, use GMOs for cotton, but is careful with food crops. Anything where they go chop, China no want, but like cotton, what we say now for clothing, they use GMOs, okay? But why some people like and sell? Since people they doubt, they fear. Why some people like them? Also countries, higher yields. For instance, China, they don't say cotton no go affect anybody's health, but they want plenty yields. You get the point now. GMOs can help farmers grow more crops from their land, especially in difficult conditions like drought. Pest resistant. GMOs can resist pests, meaning farmers may not need to use as many chemicals like pesticides. Better quality. Some GMOs are made to be healthier or last longer after harvest. As I said, you go buy banana, you know what's spoiled. You go to beg and make it spoil. So they don't spoil easily. Economic growth. Countries that use GMOs might have more food, which helps reduce hunger and poverty. Now this one, now the gate they push for Africa, especially now for Nigeria. You see, say they do skit with some Nigeria content creators.
Something is missing. Can you come right away? I need your help.
Hello. Every time you cannot see my just went here. Where you go? I go every. Back is back. Hello, freedom parking. Check. You know what I carry for back. You start back for you. You go save African music. You say make I pass. No wahala go back. I'm in the mood this afternoon. Hey, what I just now what?
Oh yeah, bros, now your boss dog this. Hey,
so what's the problem?
Well, we're close, but it's missing something.
All right, let me hear it.
All right,
This continent could shine, oh, my people go survive.
That's good, but it's still...
They promote things like this because for him, he wants Nigeria get plenty food. Say once we plant one, we'll get plenty. But people say, this big gate, allegedly, nah. How does it affect local crops? Crossbreeding. Sometimes GMO can mix with local crops, changing the way local crops grow or taste. They say you go plant GMO here now, plant local seed. This one, they do it in a way that if you see anything local, any other one, when no be like you feel affect them. For inside their lab, you get the point now. Indirectly, you won't kill our own. Another thing is fewer varieties. If farmers use mostly GMO crops, local crop varieties might disappear, which could affect food security in the future. How does it affect the soil? Okay, some people believe that using GMOs with strong chemicals, because some of them requires chemicals. They will give you the seeds, give you the chemicals, or you go with them while planting. Okay, these chemicals might harm the soil over time. If farmers need to use chemical to grow GMOs, the soil might not stay healthy. Get the point now. What happens if you want to go back to local seeds? It could be difficult to return to using only local seeds. Many farmers may not have access to local seeds anymore because you have been using GMOs for the past 5 years. You know, if you keep local seeds forever now, you get the point now. Because they have switched to GMOs, or the GMOs might have taken over the soil. Even though you still get the local seeds, your ground will accept them. You get the point now. Indirectly, they want us to start using their GMOs. You know, if you go back, they depend on them. Like Egyptians in those days, they cry to Joseph, say, give us food. We'll be your slaves. With what you don't see now, you still want GMO for Nigeria. The best thing to do is to stop insecurity. May they allow farmers go back to farm. If big countries, we don't see for this class, they feel reject GMO. What about Nigeria? We say we don't really they do research. Now anything they tell us with small eguje for hand, we accept their crops until they call the control our life. For you know, you see everybody they fat like a robot for Nigeria, allegedly. What do you think? Drop off a comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.